God damn it.
What the fuck?
Oh! Holy shit! So a couple things going on today. The Cobalt, you can see, I'm not sure if I put it in the last video, I don't think I did, but this is what it looks like washed. But you can see with all the bird shit on it, it looks a lot better. Still definitely needs that paint job. I'm going to be getting some estimates soon. I'm thinking either Mako or a couple other local body shops I looked up, because there's some horror stories about Mako down here, and I mean, if it's going to cost me an extra 200 bucks to have it done right, I might just spend the extra 200 bucks, because I don't want this to come out like shit and then it's like I should have just left it alone. So the Cobalt is good. I brought it to my buddy, my mechanic today, for the oil change and just to go through it, and it actually came back better than I thought. The only thing he found that it needs, which I definitely knew, it needs struts. He didn't say anything about the rears. I'm assuming I can hear him out in the back, so I think it needs all 4 struts. But the front, for sure, he said everything else was fine. The whole front end, all the bushings, everything was good. So all that noise I'm getting when driving is purely the struts. They're totally gone. They're shot. So I'm going to be ordering some struts soon. And he did the oil change, and as I told you guys, he always details my engines for me. And you can see, looks brand new. It's a little too shiny right now, but this shit will dry because he just did it. You can see he cleans everything, even the strut towers, and so it's looking real good. So anyway, other than the struts, it needed front brake pads, which, I mean, cheap as hell, 40 bucks. I threw those in. The rear brakes are fine. Stops much better now. It definitely needed those. I had no idea. Kind of hard to see what's going on through the steel wheels. Can't really reach in and feel the pads. But rotors are fine, just front pads. And yeah, so basically my plan of attack, I'm going to be getting, and I'll tell you in a minute, I think I'm going to go to LKQ today, the Junkyard. I'd like to get a new headlight for this side, because you can see this one's cracked and it's caused it to get a lot of condensation. It looks like shit. This one's alright. I could clean it up with the oil trick. Let me see. Yeah, it's coming right off. So that one will clean up. I'll replace this one if they have a better unit there. I need a hubcap for the back. Hopefully they have some laying around. And a few interior pieces that have broken, like that little column over there. I might try to grab one of those, or I might just try to super glue this one. I'm not sure yet. Alright, so I took the old cracked headlight out, and a little harness here for the lights. So anyway, that's done. I'm going to check out a few more things in the interior, see how they come apart before I get there, so I know what tools I need, and that way I'm not wasting my time. Alright, so 2 more things before I go to the junkyard. I also forgot to mention that the reason the check engine light's on is it needs an O2 sensor, which is another thing I'm just going to order online. This right here, I'm going to try to get a replacement for at the junkyard. I'm just going to, because I don't give a fuck about their cars, I'll smash this up and see how easy it comes out before I start taking my whole steering wheel apart, the column cover here. I can't imagine it's that bad. If it is, I'll fix this one the best I can. I mean, I still use it. We just need some super glue and some reinforcing, but I'd rather do it right and just replace the whole little stick. The driver's seat, you can tell, see how it's at an angle? It's all fucked up. It's been that way since I bought the car. Seats are cheap enough at the junkyard, and this is pretty easy to take out. I was just checking to see how, and basically you pull these covers off back here, 1, 2, undo those bolts, and you tilt it forward and yank it out. So I'm going to obviously try to find the exact same seat in better shape that's not, because this is all fucked up. This doesn't, this lumbar thing on the side doesn't stick out as much as it should. Not lumbar, whatever you want, bolster, I don't know. And then this is crooked. Like the framing's bent and this is all fucked up. Some fat ass must have been sitting in this car, I don't know. So I'm here at LKQ. All the Cobalts they have here are strict. They're all front end collisions. I need a fucking headlight. I haven't seen a single headlight. I got a hubcap It's the only thing I've gotten so far. I've been checking interiors, nothing good so far. This one's missing the driver's seat, so I got plenty more turf to hunt. I'm only about 1/3 way through GM, so hopefully I come across what I need. Another one, 06. No front clip. How are these seats? Not the same style as mine, I don't think. Plus it's dirty as fuck. Yeah, I don't want that. It's got mold on it. And I need this blinker lever. Is that here? No. They're all fucking stripped. Got a G8 or G6. And this is the little blinker stick I need. It's not the right color, but it's the same one as a Cobalt. So I already got this top half off. I'm pretty sure this just kind of pops right out when I undo these little wiring things and you push on these tabs. And hopefully it does, because I need that. Otherwise I'm coming up shit. I can't find a decent seat for the Cobalt. I can't find a headlight. I already walked the entire GM section, so I'll have to try a different yard, but I don't want to walk out of here empty-handed, so I'll probably grab this piece here and be on my way. Okay, I got this thing out. I'm gonna hunt around one more time. We will quick run through, see if I can find the same color as my interior, but if not, this will do. It's not that much off, and to be honest, I think it's better to have it the wrong color and working than none at all. And you know, if I find the right color at a later junkyard, I can sell this on Craigslist for more than I paid for it. I just walked by this and I was talking to you guys. I didn't even think of it. That's the headlight I need right there. It's got some condensation, but it's in a hell of a lot better shape. I'm not sure why that's like that. There must be a little crack somewhere, but this is definitely better than what I'm working with. I'm pretty sure it's the same headlight. I'm going to check my phone pictures just to be sure they didn't change something like this. This might not have the same stripe in my Cobalt, and if it doesn't, I'm not going to buy it, but I'm going to check now. That'd be great. They just leave me need to get the seat. So it looks like someone had an issue with condensation on this headlight before. See how it's all cocked up? And this one, it's always, of course, the headlight that I need that's fucked up, and the other one I don't need is fine. I mean, it's much better than the one I got. I don't like how this is broken, but I'm gonna look on their website and check and see what their prices are again for headlights and shit before I buy anything. So, because if this is like a $40 headlight, I'll wait for a better one. I'm gonna go check now. All right, the headlight's out. The condensation, I'm just gonna drill a very tiny hole over here, and that should let this vent out. I did that with my, well, I'll do it in the back. I did that with my Bullet when I put in aftermarket headlights, similar issue. It's in very good shape. It's 25 bucks. I mean, I'd rather just get it in there than worry about hunting down. If I find a better one, I'll put it back on Craigslist for 30 bucks, something like that. So anyway, I'm gonna go look around one more time for the correct color blinker lever here and a nice seat. So all the parts that I've bought for, well, all the work I've done on the new Cobalt so far amounts to $200. That's front brakes, oil change, the headlight, the blinker assembly thing, and the hubcap, which is $3. So that will take care of a lot of the cosmetics and even some mechanical. All that's left to do is get a new driver. I checked the whole yard. They had no good driver seats. So I'm gonna check some other junkyards later in the week. And then I need struts. And that's really it. So, oh, and paint, of course, the paint job. So figure all that will be another, let's shoot high. Let's say all of that costs $1,000. Hopefully it's less, but let's just shoot really fucking high. So my total investment will be about $2,000. The car I can sell for at least $3,500. So I'm working on the Cobalt, and you can see the difference here. I'm really glad I picked up this headlight. I didn't realize how bad this one was. Take a look. Before and after, much better, and the bulbs that came with this one work, which is great because this bulb, the blinker light's out. Now I can take the one I had for this and swap it over. I think this one's a replacement because look at the condition of it versus this one. All right, so the new headlight's in, it's all wired up, it's adjusted. It's about as flush as I can get the fitment to be. It's pretty on par with this one. So I get a nice shot. So it looks a hell of a lot better. They both need a good polishing still, but it's definitely an improvement. I don't know why these bumpers have these huge gaps. I took this one out a hair just to get the new bulb in. Well, the old new bulb from this side, from the Junkyard. So I just tucked this bumper. I don't know. It's a fucking cheap car. But you can see quite an improvement over that old cracked headlight. And let's see how they work. Changing this thing out next. So I got blinkers now on both sides, and I got headlights. Looking great. So you can see it's a very similar lever. This was out of a G6. So let me see now. See, this one's just totally fucked. So I'm gonna take that out now and put this guy in. All right, here's the hubcap I bought for $3 for over here. And I cleaned it up. I'm sure you guys remember how dirty it was at the Junkyard. I'm gonna pop this baby on. Little small things like this make a big difference. People wanna see a car looking complete. So I forget how this, maybe I'm missing the little, no, those are the little tabs right there. Did they break? Well, I might have to retrofit this somehow to get it to stay on. Let me see how the other ones are. I don't deal with hubcaps normally, so. These have like a special lug nut holding these on. Let me see. Like lug nut covers or something. Is that what these things are? Probably are. Well, I can always get those at the auto parts store. I didn't see any at the Junkyard. Yeah, these are missing the little covers. I'm gonna go back over to the steering column situation here. I pulled the top cover off. This interior piece right here is in my way on my Cobalt because the G6 I took this out of had telescopic steering. It come out, so I just pulled the wheel out. This one doesn't. So I'm just going in this way and trying to pop this piece out so I can have the clearance to pull this out and put in the new one. I'm shocked for a Cobalt interior, which are notoriously cheap. You would not believe the fight this thing gave me to take that out. But now, got the room. There it is, the old piece of shit. We'll pop the new one in. All right, I've got the new thing plugged in. I just want to make sure this will actually work, which I'm assuming it will because, same lady, different dress. I can already tell it is actually. Well, I gotta start the car for the, let me see. That's flashing fast because the back tail light's out, but this is working. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that thing in. Did you guys know the Cobalt's battery's in the trunk? I had no idea. I was back here looking for the covers for the lug nuts on the back wheel, and shit, I just noticed that's where the battery is. Fuck, it's just part of that. So this is all buttoned up and working, and the black doesn't look bad at all. So, because this is black, the door cranks are black. Matter of fact, I understand why this is tan, but maybe it was black at one point, but I doubt it. Oop, I gotta try one more. See? It's all working good. So, pretty easy shit in this car, it really is. I'm gonna find something to secure that hubcap and call it a night. All right, this is my temporary, keyword temporary, solution to not having these little covers to hold the hubcap on here. Obviously, I'm gonna cut these little things off, and even more obviously, I'm gonna get the actual parts I need. But this is just for now. I don't think they're gonna have these at the auto parts store, these little lug nut covers. They might, but I'm gonna have to buy a whole fucking pack for like 15 bucks. And I gotta go back to the junkyard anyway to get the driver's seat for this car. So next time I'm there, I'll just look for them around an actual Cobalt or G6 or something at the junkyard. So this is for now because it still looks better. You're not going to notice this unless you're up close. I wouldn't sell the car with this situation, with the zip ties, but from a passing distance, it looks better having that hubcap on instead of just the steel wheel. So I just did my old oil trick on the headlights. This is definitely the nicer headlight, the one that was already on it. Like I said, I think it's a replacement that was done not too long ago because all the shit that was on it just came right off. It looks brand new. This one, on the other hand, the lens cleaned up fine, but there's some issues on the inside of the lens, like the condensation, and there's some weird shit going on the inside over here. So not as nice, but still a huge difference from this one. The issue with this one, besides all the yellowing, is that it's crap. So I can try to clean this one up, but I'll show. I mean, even if this one cleaned up as nice as the driver's side, I still wouldn't want to swap it because of all the cracking in it. It makes it look like there's an accident or some shit. Yeah, didn't really do much. So this one was a goner for sure. That's mostly inside fogging because of the cracking. So I'm definitely glad I spent the 25 bucks on that headlight. And now what I'm gonna do is, I thought I was done for the night, but I still got a little bit of light out here. I've got all these bulbs in my garage, and the taillight bulb is the higher beam of it's out. So I don't have this thing registered. I don't want to get pulled over if I take it out for a drive. So I'm gonna pop this taillight out and see if one of these bulbs will fit. Got all the dirt and shit for how long this car was sitting. So here's the bad bulb. Hopefully I get lucky and one of these will work. If not, I live right next to the auto parts store, but it's always nice when I have to buy more of shit I've already bought. I have a feeling I probably will have to. But let me see here. Alright, these are both 3057s. This one, see, 3057. 3057. Alright, we have a match. So I'm going to put all this shit back together. And the Cobalt is done for tonight.